get ready to whoop this nigga's ass. Get that and that, my belt. Let's get it. Woo! I just saw it again and I still loved it. But I got some things I want to talk about. So, just came from Cherry Hill Lou's Theater, AMC, checking it out in IMAX. I liked this theater better than I did United Artists. Something about it with the clarity, it was clearer, better picture, better sound. I felt more enveloped in it. I had a better experience watching it this time. Also, since it was the second time, I got to notice a few other things. Also, this gives me a chance to do a little bit more spoiler talk that I didn't get a chance to do another one. Things that I left out. One thing that I really left out and I forgot and I really meant to say something about it. You remember when Wonder Woman got knocked on her ass and her legs was kind of spread and it just showed it for a little bit too long? Shit was kind of hot. The whole theater last night, by the way, last night's crowd was so much more alive and charismatic. And they just felt that movie. Tonight, it was like, I don't know what type of people were in this theater, but it was nothing but alive people in that one. But anyway, when she fell on her back, opened her leg like that, that was that was one of them subtle joints. One of them subtle, like Zach was like, look, I'm gonna sell a little bit of sexiness. I'm gonna let you lay like that just for a second and grin. You know what I'm saying? There's a little sexual innuendo there. And I heard some people had a problem with her grin. Well, no, I saw one reviewer that had a problem with her grinning like that. Think about it. She's an Amazon warrior. She likes to fight. She's probably like Goku. You know what I mean? She likes to be in the heart of battle. She's a dominant Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Girl power. She's like that. So I think that works for her. She liked being challenged by Doomsday. Okay? Now, I'm going to go back, though. I'm going to go back to the beginning of the movie. I think Zack Snyder shot the absolute best version of Batman's parents' death. Just the way it looked, the slow-mo, the way the gun cocked, pulled back on the pearls and broke them and shot. I was like, wow, because I didn't want to see another death of Batman's parents. It's been done before. But I guess Zack was like, but you ain't seen it done like the way I can do it, son. I said, okay, let's see what you got, Mr. Snyder. And he definitely impressed me. By the way, I absolutely loved when he fell into the well or the cave. He saw the bats and they started all swirling around him, lifting him up. It was like a new beginning, a birth for him. They saved him, but it was a dream. It was a dream, It was symbolic, They didn't really lift him, but it was cool how he talked about it. It was like they brought me to the light. Like they're his symbol, his savior. They're who made him who he is. I thought it was so cool how the bats were lifting him like that. Another thing, Jesse Eisenberg is Lex Luthor. I still hate him as Lex Luthor, but I like him a little bit more. And what I mean by that is I'm able to accept the fact that he's supposed to be I guess the Lex that we all know. I guess he's supposed to be his son. So I can deal with him being someone quirky and different since he's not supposed to be the Lex Luthor that we all know and love. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but it sounds like that's not who he is. You get what I'm saying? I think also I got a chance to really look at Flash's outfit this time. And I was waiting for that part because I was like, what in the hell is this makeshift, trash outfit that he's wearing? Because I couldn't figure out what the hell it is. Would you get that out of a junkyard? he walked through with a magnet and it all stuck to him. Like, I don't understand, and I saw, the thing, it opened up and you could see the red, but he still had the mustache, which I thought was weird. It doesn't look right. Had a light mustache on. Bruce, you were right about it. I'm like, okay, all right, whatever, After that, though, looking at when they revealed all the rest of the Justice League again, I gotta say, I had a chance to take in Aquaman's again, along with the Flashes. And I gotta say, I'm not sure which one was cooler. Which reveal was cooler, how they did it. Flash, you can see the lightning, but he was right back in his place, but the criminal was gone. And then, with Jason Momoa speeding off. I love that. I love epicness, I was looking at the fight again, and a lot of people had good points and I thought of this, but I forgot to actually talk about it. I did think that it was dumb how they got into the fight, because Superman had to do. I had this brain fart yesterday when I did this. All Superman had to do is, when they landed, tell him exactly what the fuck was going on. But you know what I think it was? I think it was the fact that they both had chips on their shoulders for each other, that they really did want to fight. You get what I'm saying? So, Clark, instead of finishing the job in one shot, he let himself be exploited. I'm still happy the way the fight went and everything. So none of you Bat fans can make me feel bad about it. I'm still Superman all day. But Batman, let me explain something to y'all. Do I recognize that Batman is the coolest? Yeah, I reckon that he is the cooler of the two. I'm just saying I like Supes better. If I had to pick out of the two, I'd pick to be Superman. Because Bruce, while he is cool, while in pop culture, brooding and dark and cool and having a sinister side and all that stuff and troubled, yeah, it's cool for good writing. But it ain't cool to be that damn character, man. Shit. I mean, I know Bruce get booty too, but I'm just saying, man, like he's troubled, man. Clark has a good, steady woman that's down for him all day, every day, He's invulnerable most of the time. He's pretty much immortal, moves speed of light almost, or he can strong as hell, he's in shape, eye beams, flight, all that good stuff. He's pretty much the champion of the damn earth. Even stuff Bruce can't save them from, he can save them from. So that should tell y'all something. But, anyway, let me see, what else did I want to talk about? Yeah, I did think it was funny how they had like 4 endings. It was like every time you thought it was over, it wasn't. Like, you thought it was over, like when after it showed Batman talking to Lex, he punched I was hoping he was gonna brand him so bad. I wanted him to brand Lex so fucking bad. Seemed like it was a dream, though, like a vision. I don't know. But anyway, you thought it was going to end then, And the first time I didn't catch how he was saying, he's hungry and he's coming, he knows where we are. And you realize that he was speaking about Darkseid, like, your senses, and you're so stimulated and alive when you're watching some of these movies that you miss stuff. I just didn't even hear Jesse Eisenberg say that. I just heard him say, I just heard him talking and it was basically babble to me. And he was saying, ding, 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 and then I saw it this time, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay, he's talking about Darkseid. One of y'all had told me, oh, by the way, no. Let me keep going. So then you thought it ended when it showed, that plaque, that Superman plaque. Those are 2 times you thought it ended. But I can't remember the other times. But it's funny because it felt like it was ending a few times and it didn't. One of y'all had said to me, Batman didn't kill anybody except for in his nightmare. That's not true. If you go and you watch the scene where he saves Martha, he definitely kills some people, okay? He blew up them trucks, hand grenades. He's, the dude that he threw, he hit his gas tank when he was about to kill Mark. I mean, come on, what movie did you see, man? Also, the scene where he was towing the one car, and he threw it on the other car, so he killed multiple men. All right, he was killing people all through this movie, and I really don't give a fuck. I'm loving Batfleck, and this is the Batman that we need. Another thing that I noticed is that, in all seriousness, this is a Batman movie. This was a Batman movie more than anything. This was Ben Affleck's movie. You know, I think there were people that were actually concerned about that because he's the bigger star, that it was going to be his movie. It's just the way it was executed. I mean, Batman was so pinnacle in this movie that you couldn't help but notice that Superman was playing second fiddle to him along with everybody else. And I'm not exactly angry about it because I liked the movie, but my whole argument always was, well, WB, if you're trying to build Superman up to the flagship that he's supposed to be for your company and for DC, then why would you have him play second fiddle to Bats? And I understand that Batman is the coolest and he's the most popular. I totally understand it. And money-wise, it may be smart to do that. But I don't know. I think it could have been executed in a different way if you wanted him to be rebuilt. But we'll see what they do in the future. I'm not really that concerned because I liked the movie. I really liked the movie. I liked it more this time, but at the same time, I found, certain little things that I really didn't like. But all in all, it was really good. I loved the beginning when it showed Bruce racing through the streets of of Metropolis, and he was seeing this epic showdown between, Superman and Zod. Like, the music hit so hard. Like, I love the dramatic effect of the music and him driving and seeing them just tearing buildings apart. And then when they came down, it was raining and, Superman was flying with Zod. Oh, man, it was good. Speaking of the music, I caught on last night, somewhere midway. I was like, that's Batman's theme, isn't it? It's less dynamic and hard-hitting as it was in other Batman movies, but I like it. It's subtle. I was like, oh, there it is. I hear it. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. Superman's theme is pretty much the same as normal, and I've always liked Superman's theme from the time it came out, the new one. It came out, I liked it. But you know who's I really like, and I may like it the most? I like Wonder Woman's. I really like Wonder Woman's. Hers got punch to it. It's got hit to it. It sounds exotic and foreign and warrior-ish. I like that. I love her theme. Like I said, man, everything I'm talking about just reinforcing what I talked about last night. So I don't think I missed anything that I wanted to talk about this time. There may be, yes, I noticed the parademons in the dream sequence. I love how he broke the dude's neck, that last dude's neck. I loved how he did that before they finally, punched him, that parademon punched him in the back of the head and took him out. I loved how he was taking everybody out and he broke that last dude's neck. I was like, wow. I was like, Batman is totally killing it in this movie. So anyway, post all your comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. Tomorrow, let me see, it's around 2 o'clock in the morning right now. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to get some gameplay in. And I'm going to try to get to the sad Ben Affleck. And also, there was something done by Kevin Conroy for Batman v Superman, something where he was talking about it. And I'm going to start, trying to check out some other stuff, too. Y'all know this is pretty much Batman and Superman week. So, we'll probably be back to normal, next week. Krishanda Jackson will be over Monday. I'll probably have Iva over again, too, next week. So, we'll be doing more Magnus answers and more reactions and stuff like that. All right, post comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. 1 million subscribers. Woo! You may now subscribe.